All right, hello on. So let's take a look at gold. Now, yesterday with gold, I said we had a breakout. So on the PST, that breakout going up would be okay. And I said if the market comes down into Astro hours, which was like here, you could go long. All right. So the market also went long here at this Astro hour there. This is 7:45 on the platform, which was 8:45. Okay, my time. So from here, the market goes up. Astro hours market coming down. This is no man's land. This is coming down. As you can see, that's the weekly pivot. Market comes down, buying reaction. Astro hour going up. And like I said, that was okay to go up yesterday because of this. So I think it's still okay to go up. Okay. But as you can see on the price, it's a little tricky. But we got a PST breakout. So that LCL1 is 2044 still, and 2044 is still on the cards. Okay. So I've already posted the Astro hours, I think like 20, 30 minutes ago. So let's put them up on here as usual. All right. So that's how it's looking like here. So that's still a target. And on the daily, this will be a buy level here. And that buy level is 45 and could drop down as 43. So that's a price target of 2019. Let's call it 2020 because it's at 91.50. So 2020, which is just under the weekly there. Okay, which is pretty much previous day low. All right, so that's so if we dip back down, it's okay to go back up. And that was 43, 2013, and 2013 is on the price here as well, okay? And let me just move this up to 2013, which is pretty much there. Okay, so here, if it pulls back into an Astro hour, going long is okay. If you want to go long, there's a bit of a gap here. So if it comes down here as well, just above the weekly pivot, I think it's also okay as well. This 2024-26 zone, if we dip down here to go up, that's fine. Okay. On the other hand, there is that PST 62, which is quite high there, as you can see as well. 2058, we've got 2072.77. So I'm just going to bring this down to 58. That's your second target for those going up. And like I said, going up is not a bad idea. On the weekly as well, we've got this nice breakout. This 52, 51 we talked about yesterday, 2006, 2008. That's also a good level to go long. All right, so down here. Okay, so, but in the meantime, day trading wise, we want to go up. Over the long term, though, we do expect the market to push back down. All right, so the world's a bit of a mess, so market going up is logical here. SP 500, once again, it's just shooting up. Two things here. You can either wait for a reversal sign, or you're going to wait for a place where the market is going to sell off at an Astro hour. Now, we had this yesterday, and I said I was expecting a breakout yesterday. That breakout just happened a little bit here. As you can see from here, it went up, and that was about 130 here, I think. And that's basically it. So once it breaks out, as you can see above and closes, it just pushed higher again. So two things you can do here. You're either going to wait for a reversal sign, or you can keep pushing up. You can keep pushing up. But today, I'll tell you what's going on today. The market might go up still today until 9:55 to 10 past 10, which is on your Astro hours. Okay, so from 9:50 to 10 past 10, we could go up still. The market might hang around there until closing, until that Asia session. Okay, and then it might start to turn. Why? Because we've got a good Astra event today that might mark it off. Okay, so today you might want to wait for those hours. If you want to keep buying, obviously what you can do is buy if the market comes down here into the Astro hours and then go up. Okay, other than that though, you know me, I don't like to buy the tops, so it's your call. All right, but anybody who wants to buy, obviously I wouldn't buy around here. If it does come down into an Astro hour, going long from these up moves here is the better option, or from down here is the better option, or the daily pivot. So you got really three zones here: one, which is this zone here, and two, which is this zone here, and there is no third. Okay, if it starts to break below, then you know we have a sign to sell on the retracement. Euro dollar on the daily. Okay, this is not a surprise for us. Okay, because I did say we should be coming down. So if the market goes up, we should sell down. Now, yesterday at the Astro hours, that breakout, remember I said I was expecting a breakout, came down nicely, didn't go up, okay, but it closed the gap, as you can see, right, that gap there. So it closed that, and that was the Astro hour, and then just went down. You could have sold the retracement there, and those targets I did mention. All right, so now I can get rid of this because this is done. This is also done. We've got a lower one there. So what to do with the euro dollar? First of all, it's a nice clean break. So going back into here to sell off is okay. I'm going to get rid of this because we're going to have to get precision now. Obviously, no selling around here, guys. Okay, this is 33 and 30. So what have I got here? 1.0807. 08. This is still on the cards. 0807 is here and there too. All right. So that's still a target. Okay. And that is still a level. Okay. For us, which is a support level. So if we go up again, if let's say the market went up. Okay. And remember also your swing days, right, for the euro dollar is coming up tomorrow. If we end somewhere high, we want to sell off. Okay. But we don't want to be selling off right on a PST level. That daily level 50.0896. So you can put it on your radar. 0896 is up here. Okay, 0896 is that. All right, so that's the zone there. On the weekly, we still have a bit of room to come, but you can see it's touched that first target there, but we should push further down. So if the market goes up and retraces, selling again is okay. 47, 1.0712. You can put that on the chart if you like. Okay, it's a bit too far down there, but we'll put it in there. That's the monthly target. Okay, on the monthly support. So what we want to do is, if the market goes up, selling is not a bad idea. 1, 2, 3 locations. Let's take a look at Dow Jones. If you want to buy to go up, it's also doable. But, I'd do the buying from the lows here, right? Like yesterday's low, this PST level here, or this PST level here. And that's like it. Because you don't want to be mucking around in the middle of no man's land. Okay, so if you want to sell, just make sure it's a place where they sold off before. Like it comes up here, you can sell again if it's an Astro, or if it comes up here, they sold off, you can sell off again. Here it's a sell-off level. You can just push it down if the market comes up here again. So, just be mindful that we're matching price and time, and you don't want to be just diving in any old time just because it's an Astro hour. All right, let's take a look at Dow Jones. Now, this is Dow Jones again. As you can see, I've said this is a cone, and cones are pretty tricky, so you've got to be careful with them. As you can see, market keeps going in that zone. But once you have a breakout, that's the way to go, all right, especially on the PST. So that was a breakout yesterday. And remember, I said there would be a breakout yesterday. And that was like pretty obvious here as the market broke out. And as you know, the breakout hours I said would come in. Oh, I said they would come in. Would have a sudden move in the market, and that would be like here until 1:30, which is 12:30 on the platform. All right, so that's from there, that sudden move here. Okay, so I was expecting a sudden move, and that's your sudden move, right? And then the market pushed up, and let's take a look at that Astro hour. I said 3:35. 3:35 is 2:35 on the platform, which is which is there. And then 4:30, which is 3:30, and that's your 3:30 there. And then we had 7 o'clock, which is 6 o'clock on the platform. That's your 6 o'clock there. All right, so the lows were there, as you can see, and the market's sweeping the equal lows and pushing up right into the closing, where I said 11:15, which is 10:15 on the platform, and that is there, right? 10:15 bar. So what to do? Well, not much to do. If there's a breakout, you just have to, see where you can get back in. But like I always say, I don't like to buy the tops. So I'm not getting in anywhere on there on any index. Normally, I don't trade Dow Jones, but it's not a bad asset to trade at all, actually, especially with astrology. So if you're used to this, it's okay. If you want to buy, you're going to have to buy it on the 66.94, 38.181. 38.181 is there. All right, so you're going to have to buy it somewhere around there. And that's from yesterday, I guess. And that's it. Is there more targets going up? This thing can go up. It can touch that 65, 39,204. Okay, it's a bit out there, 39,204. So I'm not going to stick it in there. Okay, but that's about it. Okay, and that's it. So if the market does come back down, which they should be able to pull back into this zone or that zone. Why? Because of that gap there. So if it comes back, the market might want to push to go up. If you want to day trade it, I'd do it with a smaller lot size, because since we're like at high levels, and like I said, I don't like to be in this zone here buying. NASDAQ, let's take a look with NASDAQ as well. As you can see, NASDAQ is a bit more, it's a bit more logical than the others. Why? Because it's kind of like bouncing up and going to places where it's on the radar, like here. Okay, because remember we had the 73, 74, which was 17,541 and 679, which the market actually did. All right, so this is Monday. As you can see, market got up there, and then it went beyond, and that was also on the target there. Why? Because it was on the weekly level. So NASDAQ is, despite the fact that it's going higher, you can see the moves on the daily are a bit more logical. We have a dip down, and then we're pushing up. So this should still pull back down, okay? But you need to wait for a sign of reversal. If at the Astro hours you're going to do anything, like I said, that in the evening might be the place where the market might turn, or in Asia, and that's your 81, 17,896. I've got an action aspect, which also means, a point of no returns, like. So we might have that happening tonight. Okay, so be mindful for tonight's hours, because if they are at the tops, the market might give us a reversal sign. Okay, with Bitcoin, we said we should go higher. First of all, this was the ranges, and I said there's a gap here as well with that there. Okay, and with the PST breaking, all you could do really was to go up. Okay, and that's basically it. Okay, so the market moved up nicely into that zone. Okay, there's a bit more room to go. As you can see, that's 67 and the LCL1, which is a value of 45,270 and 46,282. So we could get back up into that zone, into that 45 zone, close the gap, and then sell off again, which would be logical. And that would need to get rid of this. Now, this is also logical, as you can see. If the market closes below the high of that, it'll be like a sweeping bar. But with the gap here, I'd still be cautious. The market's got room to go up and then sell off again. Okay.